Hey LaBelle, Amanda Erck here. I just wanted to take a second and touch base with you and tell you how much I appreciate you. And I thought the best way that I could do that would be to show you some of the things I've managed to keep over the last, God, almost 15 years now. I have to tell you that from 2003 to 2010, I moved every single year. And in 2010, I lived in this shithole of a duplex. And the only reason I moved out was because we had this massive bedbug infestation. And my landlord didn't do anything about it. And so I had to get rid of most of my possessions. So, like, all of my earthly possessions fit into the back of my 98 Escort and the backseat of my friend's Corolla. So, just so you know, when I say I have some keepsakes, I don't mean I have like 12 boxes in my basement. I have very few things left from pretty much everything I took from home. So anyway, here are a couple of those things. The first is my script from Speech, How to Heal the Hurt by Hating, which is held together, I think, by a toe ring. So thank you, 2002, for that. But it had really great quips in it, love is not a gentle breeze. Love grabs you by the throat and blows its hot air in your face until you're dying of thirst and your nostrils are on fire and your contacts are really dry and uncomfortable. Uh, it's kind of funny because this has constant notes of like sweet, bitter, sarcastic, which is pretty much like a summary of my adult life. So there's that. I also have my 2003 Paragon, the Godspell edition. Godspell was so huge for me. It was like a highlight of my entire adolescence, which is really saying something. It was that time of growing up where I found some sass and I found some attitude and I found some pieces of a character that I really liked and actually incorporated into myself as a human, which is amazing. I also have a yearbook. So here's what's interesting about this. I hope I'm doing that right. There we go. You can see that there is Heather's face next to Lizzie's quote and Lizzie's face next to my quote. So, obviously I assume Goodman was fired over that blunder. But what's so interesting is that the quote that they have me saying is, and it's of course about performance, is when you're taking the final bow and the applause just rolls over you, it's amazing. It makes everything worth it. And that is not my line. It is yours. So, sorry for the plagiarism. But you wrote it in this card. So this is from Everything I Need to Know I Learned from Kindergarten. I'm sure I botched that. I wish I still had the script. But you wrote all of us these thank you cards, and I actually have them from every single show that I was in high school, which is kind of amazing. But you say, now enjoy the night, and at the end of the show, as you bow, let the applause roll over you and know you've earned it. And I'm sure you said that to a bunch of students, and that's why so many of us were so impacted by you. But it's just another indication of the acceptance and appreciation you had for so many of us who were different and weird. And not only were we allowed to see that in ourselves, but to embrace it in ourselves as well. And I just want to thank you for not only helping me find my voice, but also, to be heard. I think that's a value or a quality of life that so many people don't get to experience. And I hope you know how truly loved you are. And okay, I'm umming a lot. All right, I'm done. Okay.